All right, and this is Geometry A, Unit 2, Lesson 4. I want to focus on a couple of the things that students tend to miss about this. And so here we go. The first is in notation. So there's a very specific way to write geometric notation. Angles figure very prominently in this lesson. And the symbol for an angle, or the drawing for an angle, consists of two rays with a common starting point. I'm going to draw this with A, B, and C. Okay, and in this case, the common starting point is going to be point A. So here's ray AB. We draw a ray by putting an arrow on the end to indicate it goes on forever. And ray AC, draw an arrow on the end to indicate that it goes on forever. Starts from A, goes through C, continues forever. And the symbol for angle is not a less than symbol. A less than symbol has kind of an alligator's mouth, you may recall. It actually, the bottom line is horizontal. It's a slightly different symbol. However, when you're typing on a keyboard, you don't have an angle symbol. You can use the less than in place of an angle symbol. So this is angle BAC. Now it's really important that the middle letter be the vertex of the angle. B is not the vertex, C is not the vertex, A is the vertex. It's the common origin for the rays that start from the same point, or the corner. The vertex and corner are synonymous. So A must be the middle letter. This is not angle ABC. This is not angle CBA. It is angle BAC. It could also be angle CAB. That's perfectly valid as well. Now, if I want to designate the measure of angle BAC, I put an M in front. And let's say the measure of angle BAC. Well, we don't have the measure. I'm not going to give you the measure of angle BAC. I'm going to draw another ray from A, a common ray, a common starting point. Another ray from A, and I'm going to call this ray AD. And we're going to say ray AD. Notice the symbol for ray AD is an angle bisector. Angle bisector of angle BAC. Okay, what that tells me is this, and here's some more notation. It tells me that angle BAD is congruent to angle DAC. Okay, and these little arcs can indicate that. I can do a single arc, or I can do two arcs. If I did a single arc and a two arc, then that would be saying that BAD and DAC are different angles, different measured angles. But we're going to say they're the same. I'm going to use a double. Now, an alternative to using single and double is you can put tick marks on the arc itself as well. You put a single or a double tick mark as well. That's a common notation. But this book uses double arcs, so I'm going to use single and double arcs to indicate that BAD is the same as DAC. So we can write an equation. The measure of angle BAD, that's bad, is equal to the measure of angle DAC. Now here's a point that messes people up as well. Okay, and I'm going to mention this because this is important. Shapes are congruent. The symbol is congruent. Okay, congruent means same shape and size, right? The shapes can be congruent. Numbers are equal. Okay, and they're not the same thing. Numbers can't be congruent. Numbers are equal. Shapes can't be equal. They are congruent or similar. That's another topic later on. Okay, so that's important to remember. When I say the measure of angle BAD, this is a number, because that M stands for the measure of 26 degrees or 36 degrees or 5 radians when you learn about other angle measures. Okay, So M stands for measure, which turns it into a number, and numbers can be equal. Shapes can't be equal. Shapes are congruent. So the measure of angle BAD equals the measure of angle DAC. Now I'm going to make up some figures right on the spot, so that's dangerous to do. So I'm not counting on this turning out really nice. But I'm going to say this is 5x plus 4. And this is x plus 50. Okay? And so by substitution we can say the measure of angle BAD, that is 5x plus 4, equals the measure of angle DAC, x plus 50. Okay, now you'll notice we have x on both sides of the equation. I'm going to get rid of one of them. If there is no coefficient, the coefficient is 1. So I have 1x and 5x. As I mentioned in my last video, I like to get rid of the smallest one. So I'm going to take away 1x from both sides of the equal sign. Okay. And we're going to get 4x plus 4 equals 50. 1x, take away 1x is no x's. Okay, reverse order. To get rid of the 4 times or the plus 4 first, reverse order. PEMDAS says multiply then add. Solving equations is backwards. Get rid of the addition first. So subtract 4. It's kind of like peeling an onion. Which layer do you start with? You start with the outside layer. So 4x equals 50x minus 4, which is 46. Now this isn't going to quite turn out very nice, but it'll turn out okay. Divide by 4. To get rid of the multiply 4, 4 divided by 4 is 1. 1 times x is x. 46 divided by 4 is 11 with 2 left over, and 2/4 is a half, so this is 11.5. Now again, if the problem asked you to find the measure or find the value of x, you're done. If it asked for the measure of the angles, we have a little more to do. So let's go ahead and do a little substitution. X is 11.5, so I'm going to substitute x right here. So 5 times 11.5 plus 4 is 55 plus 2.5 is 57.5. Plus 4 is 61.5 degrees. Now this is a good way to check. Hopefully we'll end up with the same answer here. X plus 50 is 51.5, and I'm just going to put that instead of x, or 11.5 plus 50, which is 61.5. And they turned out the same as they should have. This is the measure of angle BAD. And this is the measure of angle DAC. And if it asked for it, we could give the measure of angle BAD as the measure of angle BAC, plus the measure of angle DAC, which is 61.5 plus 61.5, which is 123 degrees. Always put units on your answer if it applies. Units in this case are degrees. So hopefully that helps. So just to review, 2 arcs, say these 2 angles are congruent. You could use 1 arc, 2 arcs, 3 arcs, etc. Okay, an angle bisector means the angle divides the angle, the ray divides the angle into two angles of equal measure. M stands for measure. The symbol for angle is a less than sign, but with a horizontal line on the bottom. Okay, only numbers can be equal. Only shapes can be congruent. So as I put the M, that turns that into a number, means they are equal. So hopefully that helps.